Hi, I'm Kathleen.
I'm Tom.
I'm Matt.
And you're watching
Word of Mouth.
So let's agree all about me. It's just a phrase on the key. From now on, I'm your favorite mister. I'll be like your younger sister.
Tonight we saw All About Me with Dame Edna and Michael Feinstein.
Michael Feinstein is a cabaret singer here in New York. He's very well known in New York, particularly for doing the American standards, the Great American Songbook, Gershwin, Cole Porter, Rodgers and Hart.
Dame Edna is a character, the drag persona of an Australian actor, Barry Humphries. And Dame Edna has this kind of well-established shtick. Dame Edna's been on Broadway before, and the shtick is kind of this egocentric, interacting with the audience, the backhanded compliment, insulting them.
The premise of the show is that Dame Edna and Michael Feinstein are booked into the same theater at the same time with a show of the same name. And then they meet, they argue, and it all works out.
It's not a play. It's got music, but it's not a musical with a story. It's basically two different solo shows that are kind of meshed in together.
Dame Edna does his little comedy, funny thing, and then Michael Feinstein gives us a very classical vocal performance, and then Dame Edna says something very funny and chimes in with his woman voice, and that was the play, basically.
Also, there are Dame Edna's sometimes bodyguards, sometimes backup dancers who perform with her. And there's also a stage manager who comes in and tries to keep the show together, get Dame Edna and Michael to play nicely together, and she has her own number in the show.
The stage manager, played by Jodie Capeless, she sings a number, belts it out, and it was great. It was like connected and like happy and forceful, and so good on her. Like, she was awesome.
The part that I thought was really funny was when Dame Edna did like very topical jokes about Sarah Palin or Governor Patterson, or things that are happening right now that I'm aware of in pop culture. But the old classical music stuff, I was like, okay, let's get to some more of the comedy.
I thought it was a little disjointed, particularly in the middle. And then I thought the ending really worked out very well once they got past kind of the hurdles of getting together. And I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very entertaining.
It kind of like floundered around in the first half, it was like a show that didn't really know what it was, and then there's some really, really funny moments in the second act, and there were some other moments in the second half of it that were just kind of incomprehensible to me. For some reason, it just felt like, okay, either I should be listening to a wonderful musical with these beautiful songs in their context, or I should be listening to this comedian in some dark basement, place somewhere and laughing my ass off.
Think of a combination Vegas review with kind of like a Borscht Belt humor a little bit, what you would expect to see in like a really bad Vegas cabaret show, taken to the level where it becomes entertaining, if that makes any sense at all.
I think the show is for gay people, almost exclusively. Gay people and the people who love gay people. I mean, it's a drag queen and Michael Feinstein, so.
I would probably not recommend it. I think there's better shows to see. I was entertained, so I can't say that I didn't like it, and I can't say, bad show, don't ever go to it. A couple of the medleys were funny because they were throwing jokes in when they were singing back and forth, but overall I wasn't really into that American Songbook music scene.
I would recommend it to people who like Dame Edna and who like Michael Feinstein. If you like classic American standards, you'll enjoy the show. It's fun. It is what it is. It's just a fun night at the theater. You'll just laugh. I mean, it's parody. It's just a lot of fun.
I would not feel comfortable recommending it to people just because I kind of don't know what the show is. Like it's just kind of it's confusing.